It wasn't until the late 15th century that composers really gave much attention to instrumental music. Before that, vocal music was most common, and instruments were really treated just as an accompaniment to singers. Instruments were played really just as a guide for the singer's benefit. It was only in the late 15th century that instruments were seen as having real musical potential of their own. Composers started to produce music for them and to write background parts for songs which didn't just repeat the singer's notes. There were several reasons for this change, one of which has to be the refinements that were made to the instruments themselves. If we look at keyboard instruments, for example, organs had been around since classical times, but by the late 1400s they had become much more sophisticated. Another reason was the popularity of dancing. Dances were becoming more intricate, a number of new ones became popular, and of course they all needed instrumental music to accompany them.
Before the late 15th century, vocal music was far more important than instrumental music. Instruments were mainly used to accompany singers, and they played the same notes that were sung. From the late 15th century, however, much more instrumental music was written. Two reasons for this were that instruments, such as the organ, had undergone many improvements, and that new dances became popular.